Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Baylor's offense takes the field. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better...
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Caught in the backfield, it's Peoples. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. The Bears can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Creates a little space. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Caught in the backfield, it's Humphries. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right. Starting to...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute, to put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So Arizona State's offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him hit him?
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The kick is on its way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Bears will hustle to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. They get to the line quickly. Jones wants to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Porter. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hand off from the shotgun. And some room to work. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Jones to throw. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Bears send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Got it behind the line. It's Anderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Working that left side now. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That's a fumble. Well, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll do it himself. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Jones wants to throw it. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Firing deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. It's Moss.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. A team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
The Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Levitt. Here's the pressure. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Klopfenstein. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. But take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Bears will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They feed him again. Breaks into the open. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. It's complete on the right side. Push down for the tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Moss. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sun Devils are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice job by the defense because they're doing their part, especially these last 2 drives now. Trailing here in the second half, but not by much. And they know if they just keep getting it back to their offense, good things are going to happen. Really nice job on 3rd down that time, getting the sack and now giving their offense another chance.
And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphreys. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but I get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Finds him out of the backfield. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. Smashes ahead. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got the 1st down himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Off play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? It sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Jones to throw. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just plowing ahead. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Completes the shuffle pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Off the play fake on 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Okay.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Humphries. Snowed under by the defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Turner.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Jones to throw. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. He takes a knee, and it took longer than they had hoped, but they finally get their first victory of the season. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, Dave. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their football.
paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has got to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
The throw makes the grab. It's Hagan. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Cougars come up with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Price. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Botmeyer. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grab near the marker, it's Lacey. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. He'll take it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Cougar! Oh, that may be in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times they can run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Jones wants to throw it. Works the middle of the field. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Bears want to move quickly.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
The short hands, it's Humphreys. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back has it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Use the play fake, now to throw.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got a man, it's Hagan. They don't get nearly enough on third down, fourth down coming from the 48. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll just down it right there. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They go to the ground. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. The Bears want to crank the tempo. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Turning it on. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. First and 10 from their own 17.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. They've got the screen set up. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Peoples. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Makes the catch. It's Hagan. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Bears want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
2nd and short now after that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Peoples. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, play it's intercepted. Bringing it back. Pass the 10. Touchdown, BYU. The defense gets it
when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
They're up 14 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Peoples. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Bears in the hurry up. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Jones to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. With that, great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're looking for an advantage to the right.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Montmeyer. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now from the 2-yard line after the incompletion, it's 3rd and goal. Wants to go up top. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. The quick out. Sends one guy, now he's loose. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Grab near the sticks. It's Humphries. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, BYU! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
BYU will try to put it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the single back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get there.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Using his legs, it's Price. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Price. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Cougars! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? From the gun, the ground game. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Porter. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Bears will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Price. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Bennett. Rushes on him. Makes the grab, it's Williams. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. On the run, it's Burrell. Makes one man miss. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The lone back's got it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. Fires to the tight end. Runs through a tackle. Turk just steamrolling the defense. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires on the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a gap. It's Burrell. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Bennett. Finds the tight end.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to